Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Good to see you all. Let's get some music started here while we chat. Gentle rain, relaxing music. How do we feel about gentle rain? Probably better if it wasn't that loud. Yeah, this seems pretty chill. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Meerkat, good to see you as always. I always get so hyped when you put the little leafy-ons in chat with like 10 seconds left. It always, like, I've said it before, it makes me feel like I'm like Taylor Swift backstage ready to come out. It's probably a similar feeling to her tens of thousands of fans screaming her name. Hey Beast, this is a certified hands-free stream. If you guys were here on Tuesday, then you'll know that we did start our Elden Ring New Game Plus run, which is super fun, because if you were here anytime between March and May, then you'll know that we already have played Elden Ring on the stream. I went into it completely blind. We did a blind playthrough, and it was a lot of fun. We put about 70 hours into it. We beat the game. But in doing so, a game as big as Elden Ring and as sort of cryptic as Elden Ring is about some of its things, I did miss a lot of stuff. So basically halfway through our first playthrough, I was like, yeah, we're gonna play this game again. Because, like, I've missed a lot of NPCs, I missed a lot of quest lines, etc. And so this has been planned ever since, even before we finished our first run of Elden Ring, but we started it on Tuesday, and I am following a walkthrough this time. And the reason I'm doing that is because there are so many NPCs and quests in the game that I missed. So if you do exclamation point walkthrough, there it is. There's the walkthrough if you guys want to follow along. So on Tuesday, we did finish the first section, which is West Limgrave. We did everything in that section if you're looking at the walkthrough page. So tonight we will be picking up on East Limgrave. And already we've met a ton of new characters. New characters we met that I did meet the first time. Rena, Bach. Just trying to quickly read through. Rena and Bach. Patches. Bloody Finger Hunter Yura. And that really annoying guy that we met, who I think we met him out of order. But yeah, we've met like 5 new characters already, inserted 5 new quest lines. So all in all, it's been a good idea to follow the walkthrough. Hi Ice, how are you? Good to see you. So, oh, Wisebot's still doing its thing, but actually I was gonna say TS is not here right now. That's right, we can thank TS for setting up Nightbot after, well, 5 years of running on like an amalgamation of bots. Wisebot was doing some things, Stream Elements was doing some other things. We finally merged into one bot. TS did the heavy lifting on that the other night, and he has migrated everything over to Nightbot. It looks like Wisebot's still talking though. But if Wisebot wants to just give people level ups, that's fine. Because I do like the level up system. But yeah, so everything should hopefully be working. Wisebot is here after they got fired from their job. Yeah, they're just trying to get a good reference now, I think. Hey Nuzlocke, what's going on? But yeah, so hopefully we won't have any troubles with Nightbot. Obviously, brand new. This is literally the first stream using it, so we'll see how things go. But everything should be the same. I think TS literally brought over everything, including the quotes. Moist is still here, even though Stream Elements is still saying Moist. I mean, we can have multiple bots saying Moist, right? So if we do exclamation point quote 34. Where's the hole? There we go. Oh my god! Nightbot just timed out Wisebot. There's a literal bot battle happening in the channel right now. That's hilarious! Wisebot, why were you spamming emotes? Will you do that again if you do another quote? Quote 45. Now Nightbot's timed out for 600 seconds. Yeah, okay. Hang on, let me go see if I can turn off Wisebot. Because otherwise he's gonna keep getting banned by Nightbot. Which, I mean, is amusing. There's a literal bot battle going on in chat right now, but let me see if I can fix it. Wisebot, how do I kill you? There should just be like an off button, don't you think? I think I did it. Disable WiseBot. Yes. WiseBot disabled. Okay. So WiseBot got replaced. We now have Nightbot. WiseBot was being weird. He was doing some- Alana just ran in to check on the status of WiseBot. I love that she's a fan. Yeah, we've hired someone new. His name is Nightbot, and hopefully he will be the better version of WiseBot. No, they're actual robots. Their feelings should not be hurt by this. Literally, Beast. Literally. Hi, Tater. How are you doing? Okay, so WiseBot is turned off. Do I have to go turn off stream elements too? Let's go try that. Let's do a little bit of behind the scenes management here before we get started. Dashboard. I can't believe Alana popped in. What happened to WiseBot? Oh, that was cute. Okay. Do I have to turn you off? I don't even know. Doesn't look like it has a big off button like WiseBot did. Chatbot. How do I turn you off? Not sure, but okay. WiseBot's turned off, so that's good. And now Nightbot. Wait, why is Nightbot? Whitebot, WiseBot, Nightbot. I'm getting my bots all mixed up. Okay, Nightbot is clearly his settings are a bit too high. Let me go in and make him more chill. He's timing out all my friends. So let's see if we can fix that. Nightbot's letting the power go to his head here. Okay, there should be probably spam protection. Links. Excessive symbols. No, turn that off. Excess emotes. Turn that off. Excess caps. Turn that off. Okay, hang on. I'm turning off all the spam protection. Okay, that's good. Let me just see if there's anything else in here that I, because TS did do all the commands and stuff, but there's probably some things I might want to, edit. So let's just do a little editing, behind the scenes editing. So we got commands, game, when titles. Okay. The famous T word is still banned, and I think just other basic curse words are banned as well. Wait, Beast, what did you say? Oh, you said the T word, I think. I think you said the T word. Okay, one thing that did not get brought over is my little timers that I had, my announcements from WiseBot, where it would say, like, Tallara loves and appreciates you. Let me bring these over. Hey, Tori, what's up? Good to see you. Timers. Add. Okay. Sorry, I really should have did this shit off stream, but I'm into it now, so we're just gonna do this before I start Elden Ring. I got banned for science, just so y'all know. Beast took one for the team. You just did a bunch of Nick's laundry, and now I'm about to chill with my e-besties and read a new book I bought today that I'm already obsessed with. Love that for you. Love that for you. We're gonna be playing some Elden Ring after I mess around with my bot here for a little bit. You think Nightbot shouldn't mod because you already have auto mod? That's a good point. We don't need to dual mod, I guess. I can turn him off for that. Yeah, this will definitely be a work in progress. Like, as we go, when we realize that Nightbot does certain things, we can change them. But, yeah. Wait, did Nightbot time out Pokemon Bot? What? Maybe this isn't gonna be as smooth as I hoped it would be. Pokemon Bot should be around here. It wasn't banned. I don't think it showed up. Oh, it's just taking the night off, apparently. Pokebot's not working tonight. Hey, Santi. Yeah, Nightbot's first night on the job is not going smoothly. Can't say that. Unfortunately. No, I think the Pokemon bot might have just forgotten to show up. Maybe Pokemon bot is down or something. I don't even know. Okay, I think I have all the timers brought over now, so hopefully that'll work. Keep an eye on how things go. Sorry about, Yeah, sure. You can clear those, Meerkat. I never ever trigger the actual redeems. So anyway, now that bot management is done, everyone, we can get started with Elden Ring. As I said before, we did start our New Game Plus playthrough on Tuesday, and we got through what is basically the first section of the Fextra Life walkthrough that we're using. So tonight we will be heading to East Limgrave. And I gotta say, I know we're only really early into this, like we're literally 3 hours into New Game Plus, but I'm loving it so far. Because I'm really strong, and it's nice. I struggled through this game for 70 hours. It's nice for the second time around to, you know, actually feel semi-powerful. We've actually only died once so far, which is kind of a miracle, so I'm sure we'll die some more tonight, but it is nice for a change. B says, I should invent a beast bot. It'll be like Nightbot, but instead of bullying, it tells fun facts. Fun facts. There we go. Okay, Nightbot did the Tallara loves and appreciates you, so it's working. It's working. That's good, at least. Fun fact, Brawny redeems Hydrate the most out of any redeem. I like that. Brawny's keeping an eye out for my health. Even from across the pond. Thank you, Brawny. Alright, let's load in here. Alright, here we are. So this is me. I'm a spooky, scary raven who wears a mask, has giant talons, and is ready to kick your butt if your name is Patches. That's right, we also met Patches on Tuesday. If you guys were here for my Demon Souls playthrough in particular, then you should remember Patches. I remember Patches. Or it's because Brawny is paid by Brawny paper towels, and the more you spill, the more he gets paid. That's so random and I love it. Can that be the official lore? I'm here for that. How's everybody's week going, by the way? I hope it's going well. My week's been decent. As far as weeks go, it's average. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's almost over. It's almost Friday, so that's good. Here we are, back outside. It is raining, so it's a good thing we're wearing a hood. The moon is out. And according to our walkthrough, we will be heading east. So let's see. Right, so we did this a little bit out of order. The very last thing we did was we talked to Kenneth Height, Limgrave heir, if you remember. He was like, "Hello, I am the proper heir to Limgrave. Can you please go clear out my castle so I can be a prince again?" He was kind of a douche. So that was the last thing we did, actually. We talked to Kenneth Height. So he asked us to liberate his keep to the south. And then we made it to the Third Church of America, which is where we should be going next. So if I have an official stream rewards recommendation that I would like to be added, well, you can recommend it and I will consider it to be added. What is that? I think we should wait for Brawny to approve being an official paper towel man before we make it canon. But otherwise, yes, I'm cool with making that a command. Alright. So we're heading south down the path, except the path kind of disappears here. And we need to go down here. If you remember, there's lots of big bears in this woods. We're gonna avoid those, and we're gonna go to some ruins where a really cool creature is hanging out. We actually met this guy last time, but I'm excited to meet him again. Let's get past the bears. Leave me alone, bears! Leave me alone. The council awaits your plea, Tori. Literally. I guess I create lore for others when I'm not spouting random facts. I like that. Can we have an Alana sighting among the muffin sighting rewards? I would love to see my loving angel-faced sister-in-law for a monetary price. I will have to run that one by Alana. I love the idea, but I feel like she's gonna be like, but I'm not always dressed for stream. Maybe she can at least come in and say hello. Alright, so you guys remember this? There's a cool fox wolf. He's not a fox, he's a wolf man up there. And so you need to hear him howl. Now that we have heard him howl, we actually need to teleport back to the Church of Ella and talk to Merchant Kale. We demand Alana sightings. Or Alana can just come in and shout a random health fact. I'd like that too. Just a quick doctor's recommendation from the doctor.
Well, you're back.
Hi, I heard some howling in the Mistwood.
The howl of a wolf. In the Mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Oh, don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
Perfect. So he gives us the gesture finger snap, which we actually already had, so I don't know if we actually even needed to come back and talk to him, but whatever, we did so. So let's travel back to America and then ride down and talk to our man Blade. Who's the Santa under your bed looking motherfucker? That is Merchant Kale, and now that I'm saying it, I'm remembering that he corrected me. It's not Kale, it's Calais. And yeah, he's like a Santa for hire, but all the malls here in the lands between, they got closed down when the lands between shattered, so he just roasts marshmallows now. But yeah, we go back and tell him, and he goes, well, Santa Claus looks creepy AF. Yeah, he's creepy, but he's friendly, and there's not a lot of friendly people in this world, so, you know, I'll take it. And he's telling us how we can meet Wolfman, whose name is Blade. Blade? I think it's Blade. So here he is, he's still howling. But we are going to summon him. Apparently a finger snap will summon a Wolfman. Sure did. Hi! Look how big he is. Oh my god, I'm literally only up to his waist. And that's if you count the tip of my hat as part of me. He's so cool. Hi!
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe.
Oh, it's Blythe.
I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do.
Darrowell.
I'll offer you ample reward.
Alright. I'll keep an eye out for him, Mr. Wolfman.
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale. Darrowell is nothing
Okay,
in need.
that's all his dialogue. So... Sorry, I had to Alt-Tab out so I could scroll down the walkthrough a little bit. So now we need to continue south, and to the very south we will find Fort Hate, which is the fort that we need to liberate for our pal that we met. I use the word pal very loosely. Riding through the spooky woods, spooky woods, spooky woods. Riding through the spooky woods, I wonder what we'll find. Hey, it's a ghost! Are y'all gonna come attack me? Are we doing this? Alright. We're doing this! The Wolf Knight looks like a Witcher DLC bonus? He does, doesn't he? Which honestly makes it even cooler. You know I love me some Witcher. So I'm down for Wolf Witcher. Kitty Cat Claus meets Wolf. We're like a match made in heaven. Hi, Yarrow! How are you? The demi-humans wax wroth, now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The night bedeviled by blood. Welcome to Elden Ring, Yarrow. We're just getting started here. We went and met the Wolfman, who we actually did meet in our first playthrough, but that was basically the end of our interactions with him. We didn't actually follow his quest. So we're gonna change that. We're also making it to Fort Hate, which is, if you remember at the very end of last stream, we met a man named Kenneth Hate, who was like, I'm the heir to Limgrave! Yeah, anyway, this is his castle, so we're gonna clear it out for him. Hero, you missed Nightbot being abusive. Yeah, it's Nightbot's first night on the job, but he was being a very much a stickler for the rules. I had to tell him to relax a little bit, so hopefully he chills out a little bit. This is my third talent, is describing things very oddly, yet somehow very accurately. This is just multi-talented. That's the moral of the story. Nightbot is drunk with power already. So it's so funny. I was, I was talking about the bots, and, you know, Alana's in stream sometimes. She knows the basics of things. But one thing she really knew was Nightbot. She was like, Nightbot is always so nice. Like, it says nice things in your chat. Anyway, I was talking about how we've replaced Nightbot. And she burst into the office and she goes, what happened to Wisebot? Like, I had to break the news to her that Wisebot had been replaced. So, we'll see how Nightbot goes. Apparently, so I deactivated Wisebot. And apparently we have 2 months to reactivate him before his data sort of gets cleared. So what that means is Nightbot has a 2-month probationary period. And if he sucks, then we can go back to Wisebot. Speaking of bots, though, I think the Pokemon community bot is down tonight. Or I don't know, it's taken the night off, but the Pokemon are appearing in my stream, but it doesn't appear that we can catch them, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if one of you guys would mind. I don't know if the Pokemon community game has like a website or anything that you can check its status. If anybody would mind doing that. Why are there so many rats in here? Nightbot was what you use. Okay. Yeah, it's not even that Wisebot was bad. Well, he was bad sometimes, but it was the fact that I just had, like, multiple bots going, so it made things confusing, but we've amalgamated into one bot now, so Pokemon community bot isn't here in chat. Okay. He might be down, or maybe he needs to be re-added or something. Do you see how much more relaxed I am playing Elden Ring when I'm this powerful? Like, before, I would have been like, knees weak, arms heavy, vomit on my sweater because there's rats attacking me. But now I'm like, yeah, they can't kill me anyway. I'm too OP, so I don't even care. I'm so much more relaxed and I like it. It's also good because... Oh, actually, now that I'm saying this out loud. I was gonna say it's also good because I know there's absolutely no chance of running into hands. But I actually forgot to launch Elden Ring through the mod launcher, so there are hands in this world right now, which means as soon as we're done here, I am exiting and relaunching so we can play in a hands-free environment. Luckily, there are no hands, like, in this area of the world anyway, but I don't want to risk it, you know? Hey, Karis! What's going on, man? Good to see you. Welcome to Elden Ring. This is our New Game Plus run. And I finally found a no-hands mod. Yes, a wonderful modder by the name of Garden of Eyes. I reached out to him and I was like, hi, can you please help me? And he helped me. He made a mod that removes all the hands. And, yeah, it's lovely. However, I did forget to launch the game through the mod tonight, so as soon as we're done here, I gotta go do that. God bless that soul, right? I was like, thank you so much! Like, I was gonna pay him. I was like, just name your price and I will do it. Like... But he even did it for free, so yeah. If anybody needs mod work done, I am now acting as free advertisement for Garden of Eyes, you can find on Twitter or YouTube. The man does the Lord's work, so. There you go. The whole Discord is down for the Pokemon community game? Okay, so clearly there's something going on there then. It's not my channel. That's the case, guys. We might not be able to catch any Pokemon tonight, unfortunately. I apologize. Alright, this castle is complete. So let's go save at the bonfire, and then I'm going to reload the game. We also need to report back to Kenneth that his fort is free, but we'll do that after the reload. Maybe the hands-free dude should be mod of the year. That's a good point, actually. That's a great point. He's certainly making his case, hey? Alright. So just give me one moment here, guys, while I just quit the game, and I'll reload through the mod so there are no hands present. I should actually make a shortcut for this on my desktop so I don't have to go in here every time and do it through the game files. Hey MK, you can redirect the Steam entry to that exe. Oh, can I really? How would I go about doing that? Because that would be very convenient. Properties. Probably in here somewhere. Launch options. Maybe launch options? Okay, maybe that's something I'll mess around with after stream. I'm sure I can look it up. For now we'll just launch and oh, or I could just add it to Steam separately. That's a good point too. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll do one of those things. For now we'll just load it this way. But otherwise, great suggestions. Alright, the hand-free experience is loaded. And now we're going to head up to see our friend Kenneth Haight and tell him the good news that his fort is now free of monsters. Assuming he's still up on top of this thing. At least he stopped yelling. Remember how much he yelled? Oh yeah, he's still here. Alright. Hi. I'm back.
Ah, I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised.
Thanks.
Go ahead. It's all yours.
What is it? An Erd Steel Dagger. Check that out. Read a little item description. An Erd Steel Dagger with a grassed crest engraved upon its blade. It's carried by the Erd Tree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. Cool. A noble's weapon, don't mind if I do. Thank you, Meerkat. Thanks for looking into it. I appreciate it.
Then, time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans.
I think the demi-humans are all gone psycho.
You don't believe me? Well, under the Erd Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Haight, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch.
Okay.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
Well, I don't think I can pass up the opportunity to make a name for myself, because I'm currently completely nameless in this world. Also, I found out that you can basically join all of the factions, and there's no, like, you don't have to pick and choose, so I'm just gonna join everything. So sure, I will pledge my service to you, Kenneth.
Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great
A ceremony for my knighting?
We are
Cool.
truly by the Earth Tree blessed.
Alright, so I guess I'll meet you down at the
Right
fort?
then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do.
Okay. See you there. Actually, we can just teleport. That'll be much faster. Guys, I'm gonna be a knight! Even though I don't look anything like a knight, I look like a death raven. But hey, knights come in all shapes and forms, right? Kenneth cannot be a chooser. He is very much a beggar in this in this world. So do the enemies not respawn down here, I wonder? Because usually in all the areas of the world, right, the enemies respawn once you rest at a grace, but presumably here they do not, because Kenneth is going to come down here. Yeah, it looks like they're all still dead, so that's cool. Kenneth, I think you're gonna have to fix up your castle a little bit, dude. When I was in here earlier, there was a literal giant corpse. Oh yeah, oh no, there's still people in here. Kenneth! I cleared all these guys out. You let them back in again? Here I thought his biggest problem was gonna be moving that giant corpse. Oh, Kenneth, Kenneth, Kenneth. There are so many of these things. Alright. Is that it? Are we dead? Kenneth, are you dead? Are you still here? You upstairs, maybe? Oh, Kenneth! Oh, yeah, he's here. He's alive. Hi, what is happening?
Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort. Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a
Did
land
his voice change, or am I going crazy?
One must be found with haste, and not that awful Godric, but a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Are you an imposter?
I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes.
He sounds completely
but I
different.
haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great
Sounds like he had a whiskey or two.
issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Yeah, no, this is not Kenneth. Kenneth was talking about how he's the one true heir to Limgrave, and now he's talking about how he needs to find someone else.
I must begin my sort of true.
Okay. So I'm not gonna be a knight? I feel bamboozled by Kenneth here. Okay. Well, I guess, maybe we'll see you later, Kenneth. Okay, so next up... we are gonna go... Kenneth looks like the main villain of a Harry Potter prequel. So we are now ready to explore southern Limgrave. First thing they want me to do is they want me to go fight the dragon here at Lake Egil. So, can't say no to fighting a dragon, I suppose. So at this point in our playthrough, we've already met Yura, who told us that there's a dragon down here, but if you guys remember in my first playthrough, I didn't know there was a dragon, so I just came down here, the dragon flew out of nowhere and scared the shit out of me. But at least this time, we're coming in prepared. Now, he should fly in from over here, I think. Nope, over here. There he is! Found him! Found him! This is so cool, man. So the dragon's actually called Egil. So I don't know if he's named after the lake or the lake is named after him, but regardless, they have the same name. It's not even a dragon, it's a wyvern. Immersion ruined. Sorry. Ow. Literally just stabbing his Achilles heel with my claws. There we go, down he goes! Down goes Egil, the great dragon. And we got his heart. Is Gandalf evil? What? No, Gandalf is not evil. Alright, next up, we're going to be continuing Blaith's quest. So we need to head to the Forlorn Hound Everjail. Which is... They say that like I know where that is. Here it is. Okay. Mark it. A new variation of the chicken or the egg. Who came first, the dragon or the lake? I love it, Karis. I love it. MK is arguing back with Beast and saying, Wyvern is a dragon, you species Nazi. I'm gonna stay out of this argument and just ride my pony through these beautiful leaf-strewn evening. What a beautiful night it is here. If you ignore all the things that want to kill you. Can't hit him. There we go. You ignore like the giant crabs and giant bugs and stuff. What a beautiful evening it is. Look at this. This is magical. Sliver of meat. See? Very magical. Don't you love just finding meat on the ground? Hellsing Ultimate. I'll have to add it to my list. Alright, so here's where we're going. Remember, Blaith told us that he was hunting someone named Darrowil. Apparently he's in here. Awesome! Thank you, Meerkat. Okay, so here we need to summon... Oh yeah, here. Summon Blaithid the Half-Wolf.
Darrowil, rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
Oh. He was not pleased with just locking up Darrowil. He wants to kill him. MK says, this boss wrecked me for a good couple hours. That's why I'm so happy to be in New Game Plus, where I do the wrecking instead. It feels really good. There we go. We got the Bloodhound, Fang, and Blaith has returned to his world. And we shall as well. See how easy it is? It's so crazy. I love it. It feels so good. I bet there's people out there who are like, oh, the game's not so fun anymore. It loses a challenge. I can see the argument for sure. Does not apply to me. I'm having a blast. I suffered through this the first time. I'm totally cool to just bully my way through it the second time.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
Somber Smithing Stone.
Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Raya Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon.
Okay.
That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
Okay, bye. So now, next up, we're going to be heading south. This, we actually never, for whatever reason, I mean, look how big the map is. I think you can probably understand why I got distracted, but I actually never made it down to this area in our first playthrough. It's called, the Weeping Peninsula, so this is going to be brand new, which is kind of fun. So off we go. If we can get down here without breaking my legs. That's the main objective. Oh yeah, we can do it. Just a little bit of platforming for my boy, or girl. Torrent. A horsey. Can you make this? Oh, come on! That wasn't even that high! Wow. The Weeping Peninsula. So, Florida? Yeah, we could call this the Florida area. Well, honestly, as much as that sucked, it literally spawned me literally right where I died, so that all worked out okay. Yeah, we got a really cool bridge here that we need to cross. These guys are probably gonna try to stop me, but LOL. It's probably not gonna work. The Bridge of Sacrifice. Want to get rid of that? Ow! Oh my god! Okay. That thing's like a heat-seeking missile. Woo! Disabling that right now. By disabling, I mean killing you. Tiff, I'm gonna tag you on Discord, ignore it? Alright. I watched the newer Suicide Squad today, and I just realized that the Weasel looks like the Beastmen from this game. You're so right! You're so right, now that you say that. Alright, we cleared out the people on the bridge. A long way down, and I don't think I can swim, so we'll stay up here. Got a stone sword key, very nice, very nice. Are you dead? Wait, is that a pretty lady? Did you kill these dudes? Hi, who are you? You're new.
Hello?
Oh, you're blind. Hi.
Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over.
Probably those
My good
beast
father
things.
secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander.
She's blind, good thing for you. What do you mean? One look at me and she'd fall in love. America says, the Pokemon bot is modded, correct? It should be. I can double check, but, should be. 1 second here, let me just double check that really quick. Pokemon community game is a moderator, yes. One look at you and she'd think you were Jack the Ripper.
I fear for Father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with.
Oh, that's why those knights are dead, I guess.
I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father at the castle? My soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor.
They say give it 15 minutes? Okay, cool. Thank you so much for looking into this, Meerkat. I appreciate it. It's hard for me to multitask while I'm gaming and chatting and all that. Server's being rebooted. Yes, I will deliver your letter, pretty maid.
Thank you. dearly, then please, take this.
Irina's letter.
Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
Can I read it? Can I spook on your letter? Irina's letter. Letter given by Irina, addressed to her father, the commander of Castle Morn. Gorgeous silken handkerchief, lightly stained with blood. Words can be made out within. Oh, I can't read it! Darn.
Please, if you wouldn't mind, deliver the letter to my father at the castle. He can be stubborn, but I'm sure he'll come around.
Alright. You gonna be okay here by yourself on a rock, surrounded by dead people? I guess you wouldn't have made it this far if you weren't capable, so I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna rest at this grace, and then we'll start heading south to the castle. Again, guys, this is an example of another brand new quest line that I did not experience on our first playthrough. Again and again, I'm just, so happy I made the decision to run through this game again. Also, I realized when we died, I lost all my runes, but are they up on top of the cliff? Yeah, they are. That's so annoying. It's like, it's 100,000 runes, so I feel like we should go up and get them. Hang on, little detour. He says, I still don't write her. How the fuck did she write that? How the fuck did she get there? How the fuck did she get past the cannon? I mean, all valid questions, honestly. Also, I did not want to jump up here. This is not helpful for me. Hey, Sean! What's up? I want to go this way. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Let's grab my runes. You're doing your second playthrough as a vagabond! Cool! Oh my god, this is gonna kill me, isn't it? The one thing I hate about this game is the fall damage, man. Like, that was... Whatever. Let's just be thankful we didn't even really need those runes. Now we can say they're gone. And just move on with our lives. Shake my damn head. Anyway, as I was saying, we are doing our second playthrough as a killer raven with kitty cat claws. Been very fun so far. And we are currently heading down into the Weeping Peninsula, which I actually missed somehow on my first playthrough. We never came down here. We're changing that. And we're coming down. Got some guys to fight. That was only 130 feet. I can't believe I died. It's ridiculous. Does this guy not see me here? Oh wow, look how much damage I did. He didn't even get a chance to even swipe at me before he fell. Oh, I love New Game Plus. It's so much more fun. I'm just fucking everything up and having a blast. So much fun. Just an evil kitty cat raven crawling through the lands. Killing ugly things and seducing maidens. Hide your monsters, hide your wives! Tallara is coming to town and she's got her claws on. I'm like a witcher. Everyone probably thinks I look really scary and spooky, but I still get all the ladies and I slay all the monsters. Hey! Pokemon community game! It looks like it's working, guys. I think we can catch some Pokemon again. Meerkat, please let the people know that it worked and say thank you very much. These ball things are a lot harder to kill without magic. So you actually have to chase them. Oh, wait. What? Never mind, it might not be fixed after all. I'm live! Can't you see me? Can't you hear me? Does this mean I'm actually dead? Is this how I find out I'm actually a zombie? Tiff is a lie confirmed. Tiff is clearly an undead streamer. Right, so I guess that's the castle, but before we go there, what's over here? Seeing as we've never been to this area before, I just want to go around and explore the whole thing. Looks like there's another little tower up here. I really like the Limgrave area, and I know that's lame to say because it's the starting area, but it's one of the only places in the game which isn't completely, like, fucked up. There's actually still some greenery here, there's still some people here. Later on, the deeper and deeper you get, the more fucked up everything gets. This is the nicest area of the game, so... Great hair for someone who is unalive, by the way. Thank you! I've been conditioning in my coffin. Can I climb up here? Oh, yeah. Hello. Forest Lookout Tower. Oh, hi! You didn't get a chance to shoot me. Now you never will. What do we got in here? Hand ballista. Sick. Anything else up here before we go? A nice view of that bridge that we crossed. And we can see our pretty little lady just past that tree down there. Looks like she's still alive and kicking, so that's good. Oh, another grace. Perfect. Take a quick rest here. How many runes do we even need to level up at this point? I should check. I imagine it's a lot. My guess is like 150,000 maybe? Wow, 146! I was close! But yeah, moral of the story is we need a lot to level up. So at this point, like, we have 10,000. If we die, it's not even worth, like, picking them back up, honestly. I really like this. Like I said, honestly, I wish more of the game was like this and less, like, demonic and scary. This is just giving me good old fantasy vibes right here. With a hint of absolute terror as those skeletons just popped out of the ground. No, they killed my horse! that was rude. You interrupted my idyllic fantasy ride through the forest. Assholes. Spooky ghost footprints. Those weren't skeletons, they were just skinny people. Wow. I don't think I know that song, Beast. Can you sing it to me? Aha, I think he was leading me down to this cave. Nice. Earthbore Cave. It's from one of the classic Scooby-Doo movies. Ah. Jesus! Oh my god, that actually really scared me. And now we fell into a rat hole. Oh my god, okay. Wow. This place sucks. Did Patches put that there? Seems like some shit he would do. Okay, rats are dead. So we're gonna make our way back up if I want that treasure chest. Walking through the spooky tunnels, spooky, spooky, spooky tunnels. Here we go. Now I can get my chest. What's inside? A pickled turtleneck! You have got to be kidding me. I risked life and limb for a pickled turtleneck. Oh no, now that you say that, the Scooby-Doo Zombie Island movie, I do remember that now. But I don't remember any of the songs or anything. It was literally a dick in a box. Which I never asked for or consented to receiving. Ooh, big bear. Arun bear. Oh, big bear hits hard. But I hit harder. Down goes Mr. Rune Bear. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, I honestly think that's why I don't remember much about Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, is because every time it was, because I remember it used to come on TV a lot. It used to come on Teletoon here in Canada. And, it was genuinely scary, so I don't think I ever, like, really watched it, because I got scared and I would turn it off, so that's why I'm not up on the songs. No one tell her the twist? There's a twist? I love me a good twist in a movie. Movies with a big twist are like my favorite category of movies. Like I remember my best friend Bethany once was like, we should watch Saw. And I was like, no, I can't. That's too scary. And she's like, but it has a big twist. And I was like, sign me up. And I'm glad I did, because it did have a big twist, and I loved it. Demi-human forest ruins. Whoa, who are you? A demi-human, I guess. Is that what these beast people are? They're demi-humans? I thought they were just, like, beast people. I just found out that Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery is a thing, and John Cena is in it. That guy beat me to death at the club, because I was too shocked by that fact to dodge. There are demi-humans and beastmen. Oh, okay. Okay, let's try that again. Shall we? Wait, where did it spawn me in? Way far away from where I died. Weird, okay. Well, we can check out these ruins on our way up. John Cena is everywhere, we just can't see him. Oh, that's a big one. Are you stuck? He's probably adapted that line from some Bible girl's bumper sticker. That's funny. Kill all his minions first. Before he starts beating me with his stick. Oh, he has magic too. Good old magic days. Tossing the glintstone spells. I remember it like it was yesterday. Got him. Ooh, we got the demi-human queen staff. Was that the demi-human queen? She put up a good fight. Give her that much. Let's actually check the item description for the demi-human queen staff. Might learn something. Are staffs in with weapons? I don't see it here, so maybe not. Where are the staffs kept? Oh, they're with the bows. Okay. Demi-human queen's staff. Glintstone staff styled as a scepter, a gift once given to the demi-humans to foster peace. It can be wielded even by those of low intelligence. It's sneered at by fools in the academy. Wow. Savage. Okay. They said that the bot is usually groggy when it wakes up and it should figure itself out by the next encounter. I can't blame you for that, Pokemon community bot. Same. I don't roll at 100% right when I wake up, so... Fair enough. Let's see if we work this time with this wild Inkay that just appeared. Works now? Excellent. Yeah, I just needed to grab a cup of coffee, that's all. We were trying to get it going too quick. Alright, so we've been up here, we've been up here. Let's go back down this way. There should be a map piece somewhere around here, because as you can see, our map is not unlocked. When you show up to work and don't even remember your boss's name at that point in the morning and they say hello to you. Basically the Pokemon community bot. Tiff's just bitch slapping people on a horse. Literally. That's basically what's happening. Whee! Can also jump really high. Alright, let's go this way. Tiff got the new Jordans on. Torrent does, yeah. Yeah, Torrent's little, horseshoes, they're Jordan brand. Hello. The mausoleum prowls, cradling the soulless demigod. Oh, Marika, Queen Eternal, he is your unwanted child. What? Did Marika have a secret child? That she gave up and is now in the mausoleums? Talk about spicy hot tea! Got ourselves a sacred tear, that's nice. Fancy meeting you here in the graveyard, Mr. Skeleton Man. Yeah, I got to say, I really, really like this build. I'm glad I went with this one. It's a lot of fun. Slicing and dicing with my claws. But we'll get a nice view up here. It would be nicer if it wasn't raining. Goodbye, eagles. You left a lot of feathers behind. But a nice view all the same. You can see castle, the area where we started, of course the Erd tree. Those were skeletons, Tiff, not skinny people. Okay, got it. I'll keep a closer eye out next time to make sure I differentiate between the two. Feels like Nightbot tells you guys that I love and appreciate you a bit too much, so we might have to tone that down a bit too. I'll add it to the list of tweaks. You are now just as powerful as one feels when wielding those chicken shredders to make pulled chicken. Tomb Sword Ruins. Aha! Yeah, we can go down. Turn on my little lantern so we can see. Hi! Fancy meeting you here. Ow. Who else is here? Guess these guys must be like protectors of the tomb, maybe? We got a winged scythe. Cool. Oh, we've got another jail over here. Looks like we might need to unlock it, though, with the key. Let's murder this thing. Examine. Use stone sword key? Yeah. Not gonna lie, I was expecting another pickled turtleneck in that chest. They could only pull that shit on me once. What do we have here? Ancient hero of Zamor. Okay, he or she looks badass. Also move. Oh man. Holy shit, this person's actually a challenge. I don't know what you're doing, but I want to stop it. You have an ice blade now. Ooh, I got a lot of damage in while you were doing that. That move was sponsored by Colgate Icy Fresh. There we go. There you go. That was like the first real challenge we've actually had. Shout out to the ancient hero of Zamora, keeping things interesting. Nice. I just realized too, we don't use magic, so I really need to change my flask distribution, because I have 8 mana flasks that I'll just never use, so should do that. Next time we find a grace, which is actually, we haven't found one in a while, so we're due for one. Over here we got one of those turtle temples, and who are these guys? Headless Ghost Knights? Oh yeah, Headless Ghost Knights. Okay. Merely Headless Nick was knighted and had siblings. How do I knock this guy over? I gotta hit all this stuff off him, right? I think. We knocked one over previously. But I think it was only the one. Ow. Get all this nasty off your foot. I'm actually doing you a favor, Turtle Man. Turtle Temple Man. I'm giving you a nice pedicure. Look, your feet are looking fresher than ever. Just getting rid of all this dead skin, and by skin I mean skulls that have attached themselves to your foot. Big favor here, my man. Big favor. Oh, down he goes! That was enough cuticle work for Mr. Turtle. No more, please! It hurts! Where's the entrance? There it is. So this is where you go if you want to duplicate a remembrance, which I don't actually want to do, but seeing as we hadn't been in one of these in a while, I figured we'd give it a go, so there you go. That's how you knock down the giant turtle temples. Now let's go up to this church-looking building up here. Tarnished nails and pest control. I'm a one-stop shop for all your needs. Yeah. Jones, BBQ, and foot massage. Here's the 4th Church of Marika. There were a lot of these churches around. Girlie liked you to worship her. She certainly made it easy. Now, while we're here, let's change my flask distribution. Anyone remember that ad? Oh, that's a real ad? I just thought you made it up. No, I do not remember that. I'll keep like 2 mana just in case we ever need it, but for right now we do not, so. 12 and 2 is our distribution. Again, we'd probably have a great view if it wasn't so rainy, but you really see the full mainland there. If you look out there as well, if you kind of squint, it looks like there are shipwrecks out there, which is kind of interesting. Alright. We've gotten way off track here, but I just get so distracted by brand new areas. I just want to explore! Witchbane Ruins. Uh-oh. This place is gonna poison me. We gotta stay on Torrent. Torrent, get back here! Torrent is resistant to poison, you see. Somehow. Also, what is that noise? What was that? Oh, it's a giant blob head. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. No! He killed Torrent. I'm poisoned. Oh my! Yeah, this needs to go. Ow! Okay, it's dead. Phew. Now what were you guarding, big scary head? Blob? Whoa! Hi! Are you alive?
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates.
Am I supposed to— what am I supposed to do with her? Can I, like... Did that help? Hang on, let me see if she's in my guide so I can see what the hell I'm supposed to do. Does this gal have a name? She's tied up. You can do anything you want. What is the name of this area? Oh, wait a minute. Sorceress Selin? Wasn't Sorceress Selin up here? And she was like my mentor? Why is she tied up down here? Hang on, now I've got questions. Sorceress Selin, what are you... I'm pretty sure she was our mentor back when we were a mage. Sorcerer Selin can be found kept prisoner at Witchbane Ruins. However, other than speaking to her, nothing can be done with her here until you progress far enough into her questline. Be warned, attacking Selin here can cause issues with her availability as a merchant elsewhere and stall progression in her questline. Oh man! My bad. My bad. Okay. So we were not supposed to find her yet. We were supposed to find her up at her other place first, but we might have fucked it up. Okay, I'll leave you for now, Sorcerer Selin, and I potentially will maybe see you in another life. Ta-ta for now. We might have to absolve ourselves of our sins before we can meet her again, but... that's my bad. Who do we have here? Hi.
Well, there's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
What do you have for sale? Ooh, Stone Sword keys. I will buy those. I will also buy a note for the Wandering Mausoleum. And, that's really it. That's all I want.
Have a safe journey.
Thanks. Let's read that new note we got. Wandering Mausoleum. To stop the mausoleum's stride, you'll need to clean up around its feet first. Oh, I already knew that. I already cleaned up that guy's feet. Been there, done that. Alrighty, this is a huge area. I can't believe I missed out on this in my first playthrough. This is literally a giant area with a beautiful beach full of skeletons. Alright, I see another little castle-y tower up here. I see a tree over here. So many places to visit. Ooh, got some knights up here. Ow! How dare you? Tower of Return. Hi. Bye. Oh no! What the heck? I opened the chest and got teleported somewhere. The hell? Lanedell? What the hell? Okay. They brought me right into the capital city. Wow. This is new? Wait, are you supposed to be able to do that? I think it's the game's version of fucking with you, because normally when you'd be in that area, you would be an extremely low level, so to get teleported to Landell would suck. It's like when you get on the train and fall asleep and wake up way past your stop. Luckily, he's got some real weak ankles. Hey, Morgan! Looks pretty cool, hey? The main character's a bit of a badass, if I do say so myself. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? If you guys don't know my friend Morgan, she's a fellow streamer of mine. You should definitely go check her out. Oh my god, is Rory there? Hi, Rory! So good to see you! Except I'm not seeing you, and I'm not even talking to you. So good to talk to you through Morgan! I'm so glad you guys are together. So is that all there was up here? Yeah, they literally just teleported me across the map to fuck with me, I think. Alright, let's go back to where we were. A tea delivery? Would you like to say hi? Hi. If you heard a small, tiny hi, that was Alana. Alright, now we can teleport back to where we were. Thank you. Hmm? Yeah, it's hot. Hi! Oh, Muffin's here too! Everyone's visiting! My flasks are adjusted now, Meerkat. I did it before. So we've got 12 health and 2 mana. I probably don't even need the 2 mana, but I thought I would just keep them, just in case. Morgan says, Rory's got a kitty on his lap and is also drinking tea and watching Supernatural while I play on the computer. That does sound like life goals. I love that. I love Lillian and Rory's relationship. It's so, so sweet. And no worries, Meerkat. I still appreciate the reminder. It's like the encounter on Route 6 all over again once we learn Surf. Similar thing. Just a friendly reminder. I mean, there's so much opportunity for DLC in this game. Like, that whole castle down there, that's not on the map. So that could be a DLC right there. They let us walk across the water, big castle, bam. Hire me, FromSoft. I can make your DLC. I've got ideas. You never went back to Route 6, and it still irks me. Because I didn't need to after. Right, so we're not going back to the Tower of Return, because we know where that returns us to. Instead, we will head over to the large tree. Ew! Should ask the mod guy to get rid of those things, too. While you're at it, can you just delete everything that's disgusting from Elden Ring? Thank you! Alright, what do we have here? Why is the ground on fire? Guys, this could turn into a forest fire of epic proportions. Haven't you read the news article about the gender reveal party fireworks gone wrong? This could be you. If you don't promote fire safety. Minor Erdtree. Got some gross people over here. Ow. Delete everything, that's disgusting. Deletes the whole PC. Yeah, there wouldn't be many creatures left in Elden Ring, honestly, if I asked him to delete everything that was disgusting. The only thing that would be left in the game would be the Turtle Pope. As a peace officer to preserve the climate, I'm authorized to use lethal force. That's me. I'm a peace officer protecting the climate. Smokey's gonna have a shit fit. Now, there probably should be an Erdtree Guardian around here, because there usually is. So keep an eye out for that. There's a lot of broken pots over here. Oh, and there's the Erdtree Guardian. Called it. What does that do? Oh, it does that. Knocks down all the trees. As an environmental officer, I don't appreciate your wanton destruction of the forest. Especially because you're a tree yourself. Have a bit more sympathy. Ow. Ow. Alright, down he goes. That's what you get! A lethal fine. Protect our forests. Nice, we got the Opaline Bubble Tier and the Crimson Burst Bubble Tier. Sounds like bubble tea! Alright, is there anything else by this tree? Is it just that guy? Looks like just that guy. See, he was grass type, and then you used ice claws. It was super effective. Pokemon battles are applicable everywhere, folks. Alright, now. Oh, that's a big hole. Okay, we're not going down there. You know what I want to do, actually? I think I want to warp back to right by Arena and continue down the road, because that's where the map fragment is, and then we can actually continue down to the castle and do her quest. While we're doing that, actually, I completely have stopped looking at the guides. Let me just see if I missed anything here. There's some other stuff, but it's mostly just, like, for items. In terms of quests, it's time for us to head down into the castle. Thanks for the hydration, Tori. Girl's still good? Yeah, she's still sitting there. She hasn't been eaten by monsters yet. Good sign. Alright, off to the castle to rescue her father. Past all these creepy guys. Ooh, I see a knight. Also see grace and a fire. Hello. Whoa! You're not just a regular knight, you're a knight's cavalry. And he uses a morning star, and his horse is like potentially undead. Whoa. This guy is cool. Ow. Oh my god! Okay, he flattened Torrent. Not good. Guess we're doing this one on foot. Except I can't hit him on foot. Ow. Okay, this is not working. Ow! Okay, Torrent's back. Let's do this. This horse is almost dead. At least then we can just fight him on the ground. Here we go. This is actually better for us. I don't want to fight him on horseback. There we go. Wow, he was a formidable opponent. Down he goes. And we got the Ash of War Barricade Shield and the Knight Rider Flail. I'm gonna check the item description on that. Knight Rider Flail. A flail with 2 additional bludgeoning heads. Weapon of the Knight's Cavalry who ride funeral steeds. Oh. Spooky. Okay. Yeah, that was really cool, wasn't it? Dude kind of reminded me of a ring wraith from Lord of the Rings. Hey man, how'd you enjoy the fight?
I'm no selling.
What are you buying? I will buy your stone sword key. I will also buy your demi-human mobs. And your crimson amber medallion. That horse had more drip than you did. Demi-human mobs. Note sold by nomadic merchant imparting knowledge. Slay the demi-human mob's leader first, and the rest will lose hope and panic. Oh. That's a good tip. Also, I'm totally going off track to go to the castle again, because I found something else. Whee! Seek 3 wise beasts. Oh, the door is locked. Okay. Is that it? Was one of them the turtle? Tiff, where did the name Tallara come from? That's it's a great question actually. A lot of people have asked me over the years, and I wish I had a more definitive story, but I don't. So when I was younger, like when I very first started playing online games, the first one I can remember playing is RuneScape, and I used to go by the moniker of Galadriel, which is of course the Elven Queen from Lord of the Rings. But then as I got older, I realized I wanted like an original name, you know? I didn't want to just rip off a character's name. So I was trying to come up with something, and I wanted something that started with T, like Tiff. And then I have to be honest, I wish I knew more details than that, but I guess, I don't know if I looked it up online or if I just started brainstorming and came up with it, but the T name that I came up with was Tallara. It kind of still had a bit of an elven feel like Galadriel did, and yeah, there's the lore. I probably made it when I was like 13, and it has stuck. Tori, I loved seeing Ray and Luna snuggle earlier, by the way. It was very, very cute. The lore is that there's no fucking lore. No, the only lore is that I was looking for a username that started with T and sounded elven, and then I came up with Tallara. That's the lore. It's not really lore. It's the best I could give you. Ooh, what do we have here? Ah! I could not hit that giant dragonfly. Impaler's Catacombs. Oh, I bet these will be fun. I'm sure I definitely won't get impaled in here. The lore is Tallara is Partrap backwards. Hey, Partrap. I wish I had thought of that when I was 13. Lore is lore. The lore may not be what you wanted, but the lore is lore. The lore is a 13-year-old nerd looking for her fantasy gaming name. She wanted it to sound kind of elven because she was an elven nerd. Her name IRL starts with a T, so she wanted her fantasy name to come up with a T. And now here we are, 15 years later, still rocking it. Well, now that we've talked about my lore, I want to talk about your guys' lore. How did everybody come up with their usernames? Anybody have any fun lore? Troy says, I remember the Galadriel days. We would cosplay in old Halloween costumes and preppy clothing in Tiff's closet to be Harry Potter students. And every time she would be like, my name is Galadriel. What's your name? And my 7-year-old self was like, Tori? Uh-oh. Oh my god. I'm going towards the spikes. Ah! I'm gonna get squished! Ah! Wow. I knew when they called it the Impaler's Catacombs, something like this was gonna happen. I knew it! Ow! And yeah, Tori, your lore is pretty obvious. I don't think we need an explanation. Karis is a villain of a video game Thief 2. Oh, cool! I didn't know that, Karis. I bet Rory knew that. Rory likes the original Thief series. Even your family calls you that. Okay, that's really cool. Oh, finally. Got through that door before we got stuck again. Wait, are we going backwards? Shit. Is there another door on the other side? I don't even see another door. Oh, it must be a fake wall. Or not? Fake wall right here, maybe? No? Well, what the hell? Fake wall here. Oh, I give up. I give up. I'm being stabbed to death, and it's very unpleasant. Get me out of here. Clearly missing something. Usually these catacombs do have some like weird fake wall trick stuff. Oh, I've got another idea. What if we go underneath the floor? That could work. That's the only other idea I have. Roll, roll, roll! Yeah, underneath the floor. There we go. Skeletons or skinny people? Skeletons. Okay, now we got Meerkat lore. I was at first Meerkat 732. I was called Meerkat because I, for one, always saw what was on screen in the Meerkat Sees All, like a meerkat on guard. I love when the meerkats like pop up out of their little holes. It's so cute. Second is that when I drive, I always turn my head like a meerkat, looking around. Well, that sounds great. Safety first driving. So there you go. There's the meerkat lore. Also, I think these spikes are coming down. No, they're not. Never mind. I thought the ceiling was lowering. Firetrap says, well, I used to play Smash Bros. And I played Link and liked to set up traps with bombs and boomerangs and such. So I made my tag Trap Art. And when I went onto Twitch, that was taken, so I turned it inside out and got Partrap. See, that's so interesting. Your lore stories are more interesting than mine. I love it. I love hearing these stories. Hi. What's the effect that these claws are doing? So it's two effects. First of all, it's doing bleed, and the second one, it's doing frostbite, because we have enchanted them with frost magic. So that's the reason why they basically shred through these enemies so much. That and we're in New Game Plus, so I'm stronger than I should be for this area. But we're freezing them and we're bleeding them. We're a cold-blooded killer. Also, I think these things just keep coming back to life, because, yeah, okay, let's just get out of here. I don't think we're gonna win here. Dallin was auto-genned by the WoW name generator. Oh, no way! Cool lore story. So why did you add MK to the front? Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Whoa! Hi! Don't do that. Sweet. This must be the heavy door that opened. Traverse the mist, and inside we have Erdtree Burial Watchdog, along with lots of little goblins. Ow. This thing is like a kitty from hell. A nightmare kitty. Oh my god, I cannot dodge any of his attacks. He's so fast! Usually you have like a brief window of when they move to dodge, but not here. I can't even get out of this guy's flames. Alright. Ow. There we go. Down goes demonic kitty. And we got some demi-human ashes. Pretty cool. MK says, Dallin was taken on Xbox Live, so I made it McDallin, like a Scottish name. Then I found out every Xbox 360 got a free month of gold for each of 2 accounts, so I made a second account with K instead of C. And by the time the month was up, I had too many new friends to go back to the old account. That's good lore. I like that. That is great lore. Good old Xbox Live days. Do you guys remember, like, the 10 basic avatars you had to choose from on Xbox Live? It was, like, so ghetto, but at the same time so revolutionary. Like, that was when online gaming was just, like, really hitting its stride, you know? I remember being 14, 15, and staying up till 3 a.m. with my friends playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. With a little Xbox headset that used to come with the console. Now, what is happening down here? Because it looks spooky. I think he just summoned someone. Oh, he sure did. Hi! Dear Lord. Ow. Oh my god! I've been impaled! This is wild. Ow. I do not like this thing. Alright, it's down. That's what I get for interrupting their ritual, I guess. Their absolute wrath. MK says you could load CDs onto the 360 hard drive and play it while playing. So I loaded a bunch of music and jammed out while playing Oblivion. I didn't know you could do that! Wow! I clearly missed out on one feature. So I would have loved to have done that. That's the first time I've ever heard you could do that. Well, Tori, it's time for your nerd awakening now at 22. It's never too late. You could fucking do that, right? I didn't know that. That's really cool. They should have talked about that feature more. Starlight shards, cool. Alrighty, well, I think I'm done up here, so let's jump safely back into this wind stream. Rest up here at the bonfire, and then we will stop getting distracted and we will continue south to save the lady's dad. Need to do a little stretch before we start. Oh, I can feel my back cracking and popping, snap, crackling and popping like Rice Krispies up in here. Oh, it feels so good. Here, while I'm stretching, you can watch this. You're welcome. Free trash wheel. Oh yeah. all stretched and ready to go. There's the castle, straight ahead. Also, this should be our map piece. Map of the Weeping Peninsula. Oh. That almost hit me. We're gonna back up. Oh my god. How much range do you have? I just want to check my new map. Nick always puts my name in as Tony Pizza, but I'd like to do something with a little more razzle-dazzle. But now that you've told me that, you will forever and always be referred to as Tony Pizza. How could I call you anything else now that you've told me that? Also, I can't check my map right now because this guy won't stop shooting me, so let's go take care of him. Ooh, hang on, we gotta take a detour though. I want this. I'm loving it, Tara. It's so fun. It's so different than what I was using before, but it's really, really fun. I like it a lot. I am riding a half goat, half reindeer. There we go. That's done. Now, hopefully he's the type of monster that does not respawn. Let's head into the castle. Oh, we see a lot of dead knights in the entranceway. I went on a walkie-walk and there was a huge accident? Oh dear! Hope everyone's okay. That's always really scary. Put my lantern. It's just an empty room full of weapons. With the non-existent guards. Guess we're riding up the spooky elevator. Whee! Also, how can I literally see anything? I'm not only wearing a mask, I'm wearing a blindfolded mask. How have I been navigating? Whoa. This place has seen better days. I see a lot of people hanging. A lot of fires burning, and a lot of people scarily worshiping. Oh my god! Where are they all coming from? Ah! Jeez Louise! They were everywhere! Well, let's try that again. Oh my god, could this elevator be any slower? There we go. It's like the Mass Effect 1 elevators. Okay, maybe I'll get rid of the guys on the outside first so they don't come up behind me. This place got wrecked, man. Pancakes? Oh yeah, we love pancakes. Honestly, you know the usual debate is between pancakes, waffles, French toast? I hate that debate because I love all three equally. Like, some days I'm feeling French toast, some days I'm feeling pancakes, some days I'm feeling waffle. I love them all equally, and I hate it when you make me choose. I'm gonna have to veto pancake prostitute. I will not allow anyone in my chat with the username pancake prostitute. MK says, I'm a waffle guy, but I do love French toast exactly once a year. Is there like a National French Toast Day or something that you indulge? Also, these things hit hard. No, it's just nice once a year. Oh, okay. Checks out, I suppose. You're actually gonna make waffles on Saturday? Okay, I'll be there. I'll clear my calendar. When I do find them, oh boy. Alright, so looks like these are all the bodies of the former castle inhabitants in a giant pile burning at a stake, so that's good. Is there anybody still alive in here? Girl, I don't know if your dad is gonna be alive to deliver a message to. It is not looking good. I'll tell you that. They had so many weapons, but it clearly was not enough. The music's getting sad and everything. That's how you know it was a true massacre. Oh my god, look! There's beast people fighting a knight! Oh, fuck! I'm sorry, knight! I was trying to help you! Well, I guess I win. To be fair, he probably would have attacked me anyway, because he doesn't know who the hell I am, so he's just gonna attack me. Tiffy Boo, the murder princess. My claws got a little out of hand, okay? Alright. I'll be nice this time. No, look, he's attacking me anyway! Okay, now I don't feel bad. These guys are so, filled with bloodlust, they can't even tell friend from foe at this point, I don't think. It is not looking good for the soldiers here. I mean, there's a few left, so maybe the king's alive, but clearly the castle has fallen. The music here is hauntingly beautiful. The guy you killed is Jeffrey. He was 5 days away from retirement. I don't think he would have made it, regardless if I came in here or not. Things weren't looking good for Jeffrey. Oh my god, look at all the people. They're just like cheering. Either way, he ain't getting his pension. Whoa, these ones have wings. And bows. They're like evil cupids. This is not good for me. Can you come down to the ground? Ah! This is why it's rude for you to fly when I can't. Rude, I say! Oh man, now we gotta go all the way through there again. Ugh. Rude. Rude! Did you see that epic backstep onto the elevator that I totally meant to do? Didn't do by accident while I was putting down my tea? Well, we don't even need to kill everybody this time. So I know where we need to go, so I'll save us some time. There's a big guy over here that I didn't kill. Ooh, is this a back way? Or a different way altogether? Back way! Cool! That saved us some time. Now that I think of it, your character is like a mashup of all three creatures from The Wizard of Oz. Head looks like a straw man, the claws of the lion, but made of metal. Whoa! That's a cool way to look at it, Karis. I like it. You know what I don't like, though? These things. We're gonna hop down here real quick, where they can't get me! Yeah. Don't mind the, arrows sticking out of me. It's just a few extra feathers to add into my coat, that's all. Oh, look, see? Now they're all blended right in. Just took a minute. I want to go out there. That looks so spooky, this little island. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not dead. I thought I was gonna be. Hence the, oh no! See, that's the thing I hate about Elden Ring, is the damage, the fall damage is so inconsistent. Like, I'm pretty sure we just fell the exact same height that we fell before. But now we're dead. Also, there's a gross thing on the ceiling that's gonna fall on my head when I get this. Not today, you nasty blob. Hello, ghost. Please help me, I'm of noble blood. If those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. Anything but that, please. Think of the disgrace. I think you've got bigger problems right now, ghost in a cage, but, okay. Whoa! We got the back claw in! Did I not a backstab, a back claw? Now, I definitely want to go down there, which I can access by hopping on the roof, but I guess before that, let's go upwards. It's not inconsistent, it's inverse square, Tiff. It grows exponentially instead of linearly. Yeah, I gotta agree with Karis on this one. Makes no sense. Okay, glad we came up here first, because we do get an item, which is the Twin Blade Talisman. What is that? Twin Blade Talisman. A talisman depicting a twin blade and a confessor. Enhances the final hit, ending a chain of attacks. Cool. That actually might be useful. I'll consider maybe putting that into the build. Right now I want to go explore that cool island, so we'll come back to it. Good. Platforming. My favorite. Oh! Oh, I didn't die! It's a miracle! I might get eaten by rats, but I did not die from fall damage. Okay, we didn't get eaten by rats or killed by fall damage. Talk about a double victory. Perfect. This castle is huge. Holy shit. I bet it was nice before it got, you know, ransacked. Oh, good grace. We've actually almost got enough for a level up. It's 146 we need, and we have 139. Alright. Dude is just here taking a nap. I guess it's hard work assaulting a castle. He was taking a victory nap, I suppose. Can you come down here? Okay. Or you can just land on me. Phew. I may have an arrow in the noggin, but I am A-okay. That is so cool. There's definitely gonna be an epic boss fight over there. Got some jellies floating around. Let them do their thing. We're gonna go through the spooky, scary fog door, separating us from the cool island. Who do we have here? Leonine Misbegotten. Must be the head of the Wolven people who attacked this place. Oh my god! We wrecked him! Holy shit, goodbye, Leonine. Oh my god. That wasn't even a fair fight. We got the grafted blade greatsword. We made it to this cool island. Let's take a rest. Is there anything else on this island, or was it just the beastie leader? Looks like just the beastie leader. Who has the better claws? Definitely me. Ooh, and we can get one single level up here now. I'm gonna put it into strength to do more damage. So the faster I kill things, the less time they have to kill me back. Hashtag logic. Now, we've cleared out the castle. However, we have not yet found the king. Saw an item around here. There we go. So it says in my walkthrough where the king is. I'm just gonna follow that. There's almost a hidden drop to meet Irina's father. He is still alive, but he's hidden himself away, which makes sense. So I'll just follow this guide here. The castle's definitely lost, but at least we killed a lot of them and its leader. Let's go find the king. So we have to go past this guy. Take the ladder. Defeat the enemies and cross the bridge. Castle isn't lost, it's right there! Oh, that guy can climb ladders. Good to know. I'll wait for you at the top, dude. Meet you up here. Hi. Nice climbing. Luna got diarrhea! Oh dear. Mothering is a thankless job. Ow! Stop shooting me! I'm trying to go down the ladder. Okay, so this is the ladder. Which leads us over here. I'm gonna let them do their thing, so I'm not even gonna get in the middle of that. Just gonna move on past with all my feathers sticking out of me. Yeah. There he is. Here's the king. We found him. Hi.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained.
Oh, I guess he's
by
not the
Lord
king,
himself.
but...
But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morn won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology.
Sacrificial twig. I've got a letter from you, from your daughter.
I see. From Irina. Thank you. I mean, you're dead, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands.
What's this about a treasured sword?
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina, I will spend my remaining days with her. Thanks to you, I will be reunited with Irina and devote my remaining... Irina has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact.
I mean, she's seen some shit at this point.
Thanks to you, and devote my...
Okay, so is the sword must be the thing I got from the leader that we killed. The grafted blade greatsword. Yeah, here it is. Okay. The storied sword of Castle Morn, a revenger's weapon. It is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. It's one of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. Look at this! It's just a bunch of swords fused together into one giant greatsword. That's pretty badass. Alright, I got it for you, dude, so you can go meet up with your daughter now. I've got one more place I want to visit over here. And then we will also go meet up with your daughter. Giggity. You know how hard that would be to sharpen? Literally impossible. You'd have to sharpen every little nub. Oh, there's nothing over here? Oh, I can just hop out here. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go back to Arena. Tell her the good news. Wait, she's not here anymore? I didn't see her little icon on the map, but maybe it wasn't even there before. Let me see. No, she's still there. Oh! What the? No! Arena! She's dead! That's a big sword! Dead! What did you do? Did you kill her?
Rena, how could this be?
No.
My daughter deserved better. I fought life with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered.
Oh my god, this is so sad!
I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done.
I guess it was one of the beastmen. They found her.
I'll find the foul. I'll hunt the rest assured.
And now her father is gonna be on a quest for vengeance. Oh man. Poor gal. What a sad ending to the quest. You saved him, but lost her. Okay. Well, we got one other thing to do, and that is we actually haven't, met Sorceress Selene yet, which makes sense, because her quest was kind of fucked up, so I'm pretty sure she's here at the Waypoint Ruins. We did meet her previously, but I didn't actually complete her quest, so we have to go meet her again so her quest activates, and, we can go from there. Jeez, there's a whole convoy here. Do your thing, guys. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Oh, great. This is the place with the gross flowers. Well, we can ignore those and just go down and meet our gal. Wow, didn't time that dodge very good. Ow! Ow! I need you to chill out. Literally, I'm gonna hit you with my frost claws. Okay. Bye, Pumpkinhead. Hello? Selene!
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selene, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
Yeah, it's very weird that we were able to find her basically at like a future point when she's being tortured. That definitely feels like a glitch. I feel like we shouldn't have been able to find her there before we meet her for the first time, but... Anyway. I want to learn sorcery.
Ah, a yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude does appear... passable. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch.
Oh.
Do you still wish
Why?
to learn from me?
You can come say hi. Alana just peered into the office and said Tori texted her to come say hi on stream. So she's here. Tori said, hee hee hee, in all caps, my plan worked.
Tori, why did you do this to me?
You can come say hi.
No.
Alana said she's been betrayed and she's leaving again.
Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in Glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Spicy. Meerkat said, tell Alana that Meerkat enjoys her company. Hi.
Young apprentice. First things first. You are a tadpole when it comes to magic.
A tadpole? I am clearly a raven cat. Come on. Use your eyes, although you're wearing a mask like I am, so.
First, you must face your ignorance.
Top 10 anime betrayals. Karis, that's good. That's good.
You wish to continue the lesson? Very well. I have time aplenty. You wish to continue very well.
Oh, I didn't know she'd have new dialogue. Do I just have to buy all of her stuff? Will she have new dialogue then?
Your appetite for learning.
Yeah, okay. That's what she wanted. She wanted my money.
Proud to have grown little legs so readily. You must have a fabulous teacher.
You think?
You wish to continue very well.
About Glintstone sorcery.
Our art draws upon the powers embedded in Glintstone. But what is the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos. Golden amber contains the remnants of ancient life and houses its vitality, while Glintstone contains residual life and thus the vitality of the stars.
Ooh.
It should not be forgotten that Glintstone sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein. A fact lost on most sorcerers these days. You wish to can very well.
Okay, I think that's all the dialogue we can get from Selen. All is good here. Alright, I gotta scroll my walkthrough. So we are done now, down in Southern Limgrave and the Weeping Peninsula. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go up to Stormvale Castle and defeat Margit the Fell Omen. Now remember we picked up an interesting item. Was that for Margit or was that for Godric? I can't remember. Margit Shackle, yep. So I want to put that in one of our item slots so we can use that against Margit. So, we will fast travel up to Stormhill Shack and then head up to the castle. I remember trying to fight through all these knights before. It was difficult. We had to take them one by one. Now I'm just gonna ride past them all. Then if anyone wants to fight me at the top, they're more than welcome to come meet me up here. Tiff, do you want to know something sad? I ran out of homemade pickles today. I'm sad that you're sad, but I can't be sad in general because I don't like pickles, so... I'm sad because you're my friend and I don't want you to be sad, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't see the issue with running out of pickles. Alright, knights are dead. Now we can go up and meet Margit. Hey! Ow! Whoever did that can GTFO. 'Cause that was just rude. Shoot someone in the back. Look, you can see it. It's literally sticking out of my back. Alright, now up to fight Margit. The first real boss of Elden Ring, if you will. It took us a lot of tries to beat this guy the first time. Probably like 20, 25 tries. Maybe even more.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Oh, Margit. I keep calling him Margit. Margit. Alright, so let's use this thing. Margit Shackle. Oh, cool! Didn't keep him down for long, but it kept him down long enough. He's half health already.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly thy veins.
Wow! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Margit in New Game Plus versus Margit in... We beat him first try this time around. Whereas before it took us about 30 tries, so that was quite the difference. I'm glad we got to try out that item. That was fun. It actually reminds me of the item you can get for Bloodborne's first boss. It's a similar sort of thing. Alright, can you stop talking to me from beyond the grave? You're spooky. Anyway, now that we have defeated Margit, we can finally head to the Round Table Hold. So we can go chat with a ton of folks there, start a bunch of new quests, meet some familiar
Very
faces,
well.
etc.
Let my hand rest upon you
So,
for but a moment.
more like Margit got. Alright, here we are at the good old Round Table Hold. Been a while since we've been here. Holy shit. Everyone's in different places and there's new people? There's this guy, Sir Gideon? Is that his name?
Oh, this is a rare occasion.
He used to be in that office over there, but he's out here.
Last time a new tarnish
No.
made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their
Alright, you don't need to be a dick about it, dude, just because you're my senior.
newcomer.
Good night, Tater!
There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Yeah, this guy's a dick. Can't go in there yet. Can talk to this guy.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth.
That weird senpai culture, literally.
The strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
Yeah, I see it.
You do. Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
I mean, I got tons of money, so sure. I'll learn them all to make you happy.
May the Golden Order shine through you. Further, I can happily spare. May the Golden...
Thanks, brother. And now for our friend D. What up, D?
You've met Garank, I take
I
it.
did go and meet him, yeah.
Then owing to our duties shared, we are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Study incantations. I'll grab those too. Now tell me about yourself, D.
I serve the Golden Order, that I might put this crooked land to rights. following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order. Their mere existence
Hey, Sendel, what's
sullies the
up?
guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
So that's like your life goal, I guess?
Did you need some?
No, that's it. See you later, D. Who is this guy?
Ah, hello.
I do not even
must be
remember
new
this
here.
guy. Maybe we never met him before.
Well, just call me Dialos.
Dialos.
The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Okay.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman. She's a servant, she's been my I've lost count of the number, honestly.
Yes, okay. I told you. I'll let you know. I see her. Hello.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Can I ask about the chains on your legs?
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
You're a prisoner?
No, don't read too much into it.
Hey, Imperator, I'm having a ton of fun with it, actually. Really enjoying it so far.
No fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Okay, leave you to it. I never fully understood what was going on with that guy. Maybe we'll find out more this time if we can complete more quests. Got some keys, so we should be able to open some doors here. Like this one to the dining hall. This one to the cellars slash pantry slash kitchen. How long has these meat been in here? Has anyone been attending this fire? I see many hazards in the basement of the Round Table Hold. I need to report these to OH&S. Okay, that's it for down here. Now we can go talk to our sexy deathbed companion. Our girl, Fia. What's up, boo?
Greetings, great champion called by grace.
They looked like pigs
I
down
am
there.
Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Balderkin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
Sure, you can hold me.
Ah, my thanks, great champion.
I will give you some of my lively vigor. It looks so funny with my creepy hood.
You are very warm.
Thanks.
What you felt light up inside you was a Balderkin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
What a lovely lady. See, this is what I hate about video games. Always appealing to the male fantasy. Being held. So she gives us the Baldekin's Blessing. A favor bestowed by the deathbed companion. Protection of a hidden temple in the guise of a bedchamber. Uses FP to temporarily boost poise. A favor allows one to forget any aches and pains. In death there is only peace, for in death there can be no sensation.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like... now?
Do you want to snuggle again? I don't think she has any more dialogue right now, but... you can try it.
You ask.
No, she just tells me I'm warm, gives me another one of those things. Oh no, now we can talk in secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this.
So she hugs champions, takes a little bit of their life force, builds it all up, and then gives it to people who are dying to bring them back to life? Yeah, so the item she gives me while it's in my inventory, it decreases my max HP. Hey Ovid, I am level 148. That's a Ponzi scheme. She's like a blood transfusion doctor. Except she snuggles.
Now.
Do you have any more dialogue? She's a snuggler.
You are so. Then good day.
No more dialogue. Alright, I'll be back another time. Apparently this bedchamber is an illusion. She said it's actually a temple or something. Got a big spooky portrait of America on the walls. What, Muff? Yeah. Wait, I don't think I've ever done this. I can apply cosmetics in the mirror? Oh, cool. I can change my appearance. That's cool. Alright, anywhere else? I mean, I could make myself old, but it wouldn't even matter because you can never see my face. Oh, I remember this chick. She attacked me once for some reason. I had to kill her and then I got her armor. Doesn't look like she has anything to say right now. Hey, ladies. Oh, cool. They still sell, like, their whole stock. I didn't know if that would, get reset. Let's pick up a few stone sword keys. I could be a wise old kitty. Alright, is that everybody? I thought Roderico would be here. Maybe she's not here till after we finish, Stormvale Castle. Yeah, it says you'll find Roderica here. But I didn't find Roderica here. Hmm. Let's just go back to her shack and see if she's still there. Heartbroken Maiden. That's Roderica, isn't it? We know her name. Don't know why calling her a Heartbroken Maiden. Hey girl, what's going on?
A pleasure to see you. Did you give the little chrysalids the message that I love them?
Okay, yeah. I guess she doesn't go there till later, once I go in and give her little chrysalids the message, so. So, looking at the map, guys, we have done... So, it's crazy that we never actually got down to the Weaving Peninsula before, so that's all unlocked now. We got a bunch of waypoints down there. We're all done up here. In, Limgrave. So we've started a ton of quests, we've met a ton of NPCs, and those quests will continue now as we progress further through the game, so all's well, all is going good so far. I'm really, really enjoying our New Game Plus experience. It's letting me see so much more of the game that I never saw last time, in a much more relaxed way, because I'm not constantly terrified that I'm gonna die. Like I was the first time around, so it's been really great, and I'm really enjoying this playthrough so far. So I want to thank everyone so much for hanging out with me this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed session number 2 of our Elden Ring New Game Plus playthrough. We started this on Tuesday, and now we picked it up again tonight. So this was we're about 5 hours into it, so not super far, but we're definitely getting there. If you guys are new around here, I do normally stream every Tuesday and Thursday evening, so I will be back on Tuesday. However, I do fit in a weekend stream every now and then. I gotta be honest, I don't know what my schedule is looking like this weekend. I'll let you know if we're gonna fit in a weekend stream, but I'm not gonna make any promises. So for right now, I'll say that I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Oh my god, you can't see me! Oops. Thanks, Meerkat. I didn't realize you couldn't see me. Alright, well, you still heard me, right? I was gonna say I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday for some more Elden Ring, and I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. I did hit ! Socials in the chat. If you're new around here, follow me. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that. I usually tweet right before I go live, so if you are wondering if I'm gonna do a weekend stream, follow me on Twitter would be a good way to do it. Also follow me here, and you can set the notifications. You'll get a little notification when I go live, so that's fun. Sorry about the mix-up on the screen, guys. I literally did not even notice, so my bad on that. Thank you everyone so much for watching tonight. I hope you had a great time. I had a lovely evening here with you guys, as always. And hopefully I will see you guys back here again next week. In the meantime, everybody, please stay safe, take care, have a good night, have a good Friday tomorrow, and a great weekend.